Hello everybody and welcome back to the Archives, where we once again return with Final Fantasy XVI. I'm being quick tonight because it's late and we can only stream for like an hour and a half like we do normally when I get on at midnight. So I want to, get things out of the way really quick. Sorry about yesterday's stream. I got, well, what do you expect? I got caught up at work. It was, I took a bullet for the team, let's just say. I didn't want somebody to have to close open. So I was like, alright, I'll close. As much as it hurt to do, because I had scheduled the stream for that day, and they told me they weren't going to call me in, I felt really bad for the situation they were in. So I was like, fuck it, why not? Besides, more pay is always nice. But regardless, we are back, and we get to kill Leviathan. And I've been doing a little bit of prep work. And by a little bit of prep work, I mean I actually went through and did a whole bunch of the side quests to help me gather a few levels and things. We did most of the hunts. I did some searching for some better equipment. I obviously got a bunch of ability points and leveled things up a bit. But most importantly, I have come to know through looking it up, I'll be honest, that Leviathan's shield form, it wasn't a damage problem. It's a DP. Well, it is a damage problem. It's a DPS check. And I wasn't using all of Ifrit's abilities, when I definitely could have.
The temple, the time forgot.
Yeah, we already watched this cutscene, so skip. You're not.
But why build the bear here?
It's not gonna make me.
The skull was originally meant to be cast on Drake's eye, and this was the only place with an unbroken line of sight.
It's not gonna make me go through all of these fights again, right? Like, I did all of the dungeon stuff.
Like to think these ruins are their own.
Alright, fine. We'll kill these enemies. And there should be a teleport place that I can go to. Because unfortunately, the last save before the story lock for Leviathan was before the Timekeeper, which was a fight I kind of struggled with. So hopefully it doesn't hold us up with my new equipment and things. Like, I went out of my way to get as, much useful stuff as humanly possible. Oh, more enemies. I also have been a little bit of a fool, and I probably wouldn't have died yet had I known the information of... There's a way to upgrade the amount of potions you can carry, and how effective those potions were. And because I was the dumbass and didn't do any side questing, I didn't find that out until I went out of my way to do all the plus side quests. Ow, by the way.
While our numbers dwindle, there's seeking
Okay.
to increase.
Can I... Is there not a local map for this area?
Feeding off our suffering.
Apparently there's not a local map for this area, so we kind of just gotta... I really don't want to fight through this entire area again, but apparently I don't have much of a choice. I wasn't expecting to spend the first 20 minutes of the stream get back to the Timekeeper, but alright. You could tell I've been through this area before because of the open chest. But again, I hit the map button, and there is no map. Also, hello, Freus, or I think that's how I pronounce that. Understood.
Could this be their leader?
More than welcome to us.
should be easy enough to break this guy. In fact, we're just gonna cheese this a little bit. The only thing I didn't get accomplished that I wanted to accomplish before this stream was getting the Tonberry knife weapon for the extra break damage, but that would have involved going through most of the remaining hunts, and I didn't exactly have enough time for that. Yeah, it made more sense than Tifa. Like, I get it, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth were coming out, but it's nice to see the newest Final Fantasy character get a bit of a rep. Plus, I just think he has a much more interesting move pool. Oh yeah, 100%. So much more you can do with him, too. Like, I love Tifa and everything, but her kit would pretty much devolve into just punching things. Well, to be fair, any community is going to find things to complain about. You're never gonna 100% give everybody what they want. Granted, I think Clive could also work in Soul Cal.
That could have been worse, I suppose. Aye, well, if the forest's taught me anything, is that there's always something worse.
Alright. Still a little irritated that there isn't fast travel in this area. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know who else they would pull for another guest character.
Easy.
I mean, you've got the obvious choices, because I think that what was the second guest character in 7? Was it Geese? Was he number 2? I think he was. Granted, I don't know if they bring Geese back. Honestly, I love playing Geese, but that's probably not gonna happen. It'd be cool to see, like, a Street Fighter character, or, oh, well, we got Akuma, which, granted, Akuma wasn't much better. Everybody loved Akuma in 7. That's very true. Shit. Cancel that hit stun. Oh yeah, you can't get broken in the middle of this attack. Charge it. this should kill? Okay, no, it's a little less. Yeah, it really deserves a lot more than it gets. Granted, I could say that for a lot of classic game series from that era. Still waiting on my modern, like, my modern ports of, what is it? Sly Cooper, Parasite Eve. Yeah, there are more that I can't immediately recall off the top of my head, but those are the two big ones that I'd love to see get modern ports.
Is that the nave?
Just inside the dome, yes. But it's what's out here. Worries me.
I know I've played more than that for PS1, PS2 era JRPGs or RPGs I'd love to see get full remakes. Well, Sly Cooper's not really an RPG. Sly Cooper's a platforming collectathon game, but Parasite Eve, it's great RPG.
There I was thinking they'd all migrated south.
Although, granted, it's kind of it's a very different RPG. It's more like a isometric, it's more like a Resident Evil style game with RPG mechanics more than anything else, more than a straight up RPG. I even gotta fight this thing again? It is super weird that this just resets your progress in this area if you back out and come back, but... Yeah, I never really put that together, but you're right. The cover art of Parasite Eve is definitely Xenosaga-like. Ah, close. I'm not gonna build up enough Santetsuken gauge for 5, but 3 will do. Oh god, not this attack again.
Get ready.
Okay, made it through. Only took damage once. Just keep poking him out. Dealing damage where we can. Since I've already fought these bosses before, I do not give two shits about kind of cheesing with, fucking... whatever this ability is. Blind Justice. That's fair. I hate to say it, but I have been woefully I have unfortunately not had a ton of experience with the franchise. I mean, I've played through Xenoblade 1, and I played a little bit of Xenosaga like years ago, but nothing recent. I have started Expedition 33. I'm about 4 hours in. That's been really fun to play on my own time. And then, of course, oh my god, Chrono Trigger. Another game that's on my infinitely growing backlog of things that I really should play, and I just haven't yet. Okay, that's fine. We're not even gonna let you do this. Nope, you can't be killed while you're doing this, huh? Fair, fair. I'm excited. Xenoblade 2 is on my going to be soon played. It's the game I have planned for, well, I'm finishing this one up, hopefully. I'm hoping to have this game finished up at the end of next week. Then I've got the Raido Kuzunoa remake, and then Xenoblade 2 will be the game after that. Because I don't think Raido Remake's going to take me that long to beat on stream, as long as work isn't, like, chaotic and stops me from getting on as much. We're even watching cutscenes again. I have literally gone through this area and done all of this before. Like, it's not even the fact that I've done it in a different save. I've literally done it on this save file. Why does it force me to rewatch all the cutscenes?
The blue veil shows the extent of the spell's reach.
Hey, yeah, fair. Everybody's got a game like that. I wish I could say mine was as profound or as interesting as Xenoblade, but nope. Call of Duty was my high school, middle school way to get through game.
Before we cross the threshold, I'd like to
But
know
that was
more about
before
how
I
the
got
magics
as
work.
deeply into RPGs and
I
things
assume
as
we'll
I
be
did, as I am now.
We won't grind to a halt, if that's what you mean.
Why am I watching this? I can skip.
Is this Leviathan's? Well, it certainly wasn't ours. When he realized my ancestors were attempting to cast a spell from here, he made to destroy the temple.
And almost did by the looks of it.
Alright, I don't suppose I'm gonna just be able to ignore enemy encounters. I'm gonna have to fight through all of them, aren't I? That's fair. Normally I wouldn't skip cutscenes, but I've literally seen these cutscenes on the last stream I did of this game. I got up to the Leviathan fight, got the DPS check, didn't realize it was a DPS check, thought I needed to go back and level, and here we are. You're gonna blow up, that's fine. Or I'm gonna keep you stun locked. That also works. I mean, I'm not gonna turn down the little bit of extra XP these fights are gonna give me. Not that 7,700 experience is light, but... Hey, that's fair, yeah. I need to remember, I have lunge. I always forget to use it. Just gonna end that early. No point in wasting it. Yeah, I seriously neglected Clive's space form abilities until very recently. And by very recently, I mean literally while I was side questing 2 days ago to prep for tonight's stream. I saved up all my AP for the big abilities and their mastered upgrades. Does that just hit everything that's in a mile radius? Alright. That's actually really good to know. That makes mobbing a lot easier. If I know I can just clear a room by hitting Zentetsuken 5. Yeah, that's typically what I'm using it for. You know,
This would have been a whole
stagger an enemy, dump all the abilities, deal like 150k.
The priests would deliver their sermons from the dais. Your father?
Alright, almost back to Timekeeper. Yep, this should be the last big fight before that.
Just pass. All right, we'll get through this.
Build up 5. Good. Kill that guy behind. Forgot how little stagger Mega Flare, Giga Flare does. pop that just to be a little safe. Ow. Frozen. Should be able to finish this guy off. Or just barely not.
The path is clear. One last climb then.
Alright, now this took me a couple of attempts last stream, but hopefully not this time. Little bit higher level, got a little bit better equipment, should be good to go. Alright.
Our ancestors never warned us about this.
It wasn't left here for them. I doubt they even knew it existed.
Good. Cutscene time. Already a significant improvement from last time. Granted, I am abusing the slowdown from Blind Judgment a little bit more than last time.
Because it would sooner die than fail its mistress.
Then it leaves us no choice.
Oh, yep, there we go.
It did. Let's not give it another chance.
Alright, these are the ones that don't come out right away. Dodge, or... Didn't need to. Oh god, here we go. Nice. Honestly, I didn't think he was staggerable during that, but we take it. Alright, here we go. Yep, here we go one more time. Not catching me off guard with that. The first time was enough.
It's getting angrier by the moment.
We better cut this short.
Oh god. I forgot about those time slow zones. And I dove right back into one. Okay, that's fine. Can't be staggered during this. I see. It's a good thing I used that high potion. Luckily, I can just kind of afford to waste them, because I don't need them in the next fight. I'm just kind of throwing here. Whew, there we go. Nice. First try. Didn't take me more than once this time. Still almost ate every single one of my potions, but that's fine. Also, it just occurred to me that I should, since I had to fight the fucking toxic like armadillo thing again, I think did I get the same artifact twice? Because it gave me the artifact that makes the blind judgment thing go faster. Did I get that a second time? Yep. Already saw this. Let's see. More curious than anything. Reflection of Lightning, so that's the one we have equipped. I think it goes by order of acquired. Okay, so no. Even though it said I got an additional one, it didn't actually give me an additional one. I doubt it would have done anything. I doubt it would have stacked anyway, but I wanted to check. Alright, let's not fuck this up this time. I'd like to at least be able to get half an hour into DLC 2.
Your playthings.
Okay. I don't need to worry about holding on to Zantetsuken 5, because I can't use it during the next boss anyway. Oh, I don't actually have arm. Huh, really? I knew the series were on some level connected in the same universe, but I don't know by how close. No, they're not? Oh, I thought they were.
All right. I heard you the first time.
Oh, okay, it's not canon to Blade. Makes sense. I don't know where I heard that,
I'm not here to hurt you, Wallius.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Xenogears, Xenosaga, Xenoblade. I don't know. I completely forgot about Gears. When you said Xenogears, I thought you were talking about Saga. I forgot that Gears was another series on top of the other Xeno games as well. There's a fucking lot. I barely can wrap my head around the lore from just the one game I have played, let alone the possible lore connections of all of the different individual life series.
Come on then. No more hiding.
You know, I wonder. I doubt it, but I wonder if upgrading my potion capacity and potion potency upgraded Ifrit's healing. Fair enough, fair enough. Eventually stuff like that clicks. You know, you just gotta get to the point where it finally, like, clicks in the brain. Take a quick drink, and then let's do this. Okay. One thing that I was aware of that I wasn't doing during my last attempts at this fight was I forgot that we have some extra moves as Ifrit other than our combos and our magic. Like the big beam and the shield, like, explosion blast thing. I need to remember I have both of those. I just mistimed that. Okay, so E is the big laser, and Q is the big burst. Good. Okay, so it didn't upgrade my capacity or potency, which I should have figured it probably wouldn't. Would have been a little nice, but... Alright, come back here so I can actually do some things. Like this. Like, no fucking wonder this phase of the fight was taking me so fucking long originally. I completely forgot to use literally, like, half of my tools. Okay. Ooh, yeah, didn't expect that. Nice. Good. Alright, phase 1 over. Phase 1, good. That was already a massive time improvement because I remembered my abilities, thank fuck. And yeah, with those two abilities on top, I should be able to very easily break his shield. Alright. Honestly, that is a very distinct possibility. Especially with the news that they canceled Missing Link. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad, like, they're putting the development towards Kingdom Hearts 4, but... instead of another niche mobile game that probably only a small chunk of the community will play. Ow. Which one? Oh, Missing Link? No, that was the other project they announced with not Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 4. The weird, like, post Union Cross game. Yeah, I think it just... I think it was meant to be a mobile game. They just announced it was canceled today. Alright. I want to save my abilities because I know I'm getting close to the shield. Yeah, I could probably cycle them one more time. I mean, worst case scenario, I lose to the shield once, and then I come back with all my abilities off cooldown. Exactly. Like, as somebody who got back into the franchise after Union Cross ended, it sucks that, you know, there's an entire, like, facet of the series I just cannot play ever again. And that I just lost out on because I didn't play at the correct time. Like, that kind of shit is really annoying. Alright, here we go. Bubble time.
Tired, Leviathan.
Alright, don't fuck this up.
Stop this! I'm not here to play!
Oh yeah, that does so much damage to the shield. That's fair. I didn't charge that at all.
I said, stop! This has gone on long enough!
Okay, over half. We're making way more progress than I did last time. I had a couple fuck-ups in the very beginning that might screw this run. Oh, okay, it didn't waste my Q. Good. Yep, I'm gonna lose here.
I'm running out of time.
Yep. Well, I got close. if I hadn't taken those couple of hits at the very beginning, or was a little bit more efficient in my blocks, guards, and combos, I would have definitely been able to do that.
The village.
Also, it doesn't help that I'm not using weaving magic burst between my combo hits. Do it again. I know I can do it.
Stop this! I'm not here to play! I said stop! This has gone on long enough!
Oh yeah, this is better. Come on. No! God damn it. Like 2 hits. To be honest, I think my Q does more damage if I charge it for the second yellow bar. So if I do that, that might push me over the edge. Because that was literally, if I hadn't screwed up a couple magic bursts, I would have finished that shield. So I definitely know what I'm doing now, at least. It's not like last time where I'd get about halfway through and be like, how the fuck am I gonna get rid of the last half? Alright. No more fucking around. I gotta be optimal. I gotta not take damage, and I gotta save as much time as possible.
I'm not here to play!
That was poor timing. At least I think I missed the timing there. It still gave me precision, but... Alright, that's a good progress.
Stop! This has gone on long enough!
Okay. I've got the big round shield burst back up. There we go. Ow. Okay, music is kicked up. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was actually going to catch or not. Damn it. Come on. Whew, okay. Alright. Almost there. Another cutscene? Alright.
Well, you're just full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda will be proud.
I don't know if I'm meant to go towards it or just continue to dodge. Oh, given you're over there, probably dodge and come at you. Ow. Shit. Ow.
Warriors! Warriors! How long can I keep this up?
Yeah, figured. That's tough. That's a really tough attack to dodge. Luckily, I think this should have been a that cutscene might have been a checkpoint? No? Okay, I see. We gotta do the entire second half after the shield. Completely in one go. Okay, that's actually not too horrible to dodge. It's not, like, the easiest thing in the world, because if I'm slightly out of place when the attack begins, I'm gonna take damage and be stuck in it. But it's not like it's as guaranteed death as I thought it would be. Come on. That attack is more what I'm worried about. Chunk him again. Nope, can't skip this cutscene. So every time I fail, I have to rewatch it. But now that I know I can dodge Maelstrom and he's on the field, I can probably eke out some damage if I dodge correctly.
You're just full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda will be proud.
Ow. Shit. Well, that sucked. I did not dodge nearly as well as I did the last time. If I get hit once, I die. Alright, fair, fair, fair. Shit. Alright, try to preserve my healing pots. Don't fuck this up. I wanted to make a little progress into the DLC, but... God, the timing on that is fucking rough. Come on. Alright, stagger 1. Okay. I'm gonna pop one more firelight there, just so I have enough health. Nice. I might be able to chunk down a good majority of the remainder of his health here. Or not. I'm not gonna get breath back fast enough. Come on. I've got 4 firelights going into this. Should be plenty, hopefully.
You're just full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda will be proud.
Yeah, I think the problem was I was dodging inward in order to try to follow up on Leviathan. When if I did that, I get caught in it. Okay. Now for the scary thing.
Warriors! Warriors! How long can he keep this up?
Come on. Shit. What now? Okay. This should leave him like 1 hit from stagger. Yep. I've been trying to get rid of them for weeks, but they just... No matter how I set up auto mod to get rid of them, it just... They find their way back in. Oh, you're invincible now, huh? Very cool. Look, I'm out of healing, and you're basically 0 health. So, what do you mean not this time? What's our plan here?
If that's what you want.
Mmm, fish. Fried fish.
This time, you went back to sleep!
Let's punch the big orb. That'll break through the shield. Or it's just gonna break through on its own. That could also happen. Oh, no. Second one. Alright. Finally. Aw, tiny sliver of XP away from level 50. Well, it took a little longer than I wanted it to, but I'll stay up a little longer than I was originally planning, so we can at least get a little bit into DLC too. I'm lucky enough that I don't have to be up at the crack of dawn tomorrow. Still need to go to bed pretty soon, but I can go for another 45 minutes or so. Oh yeah, the baby is still here, huh? We didn't actually remove that. And somehow we managed to go that entire fight and kick Leviathan's ass without bringing any harm to the baby. That's fair. I thank you for the follow. And have a good night. Or morning, depending on where in the world you are. It's fucking almost 2 in the morning for me. And the follower goal of 75 has been accomplished. So extra thanks.
Now that was quite a tantrum.
Clive, where is he?
Oh, he's right here. He's fine.
Well, yes.
You know, I may or may not have let you guys die like 4 times while I was trying to figure out the fight mechanics. Sorry about that. I guess it's non-canon, but still.
He's adorable.
Hopefully he doesn't remember all of this when he grows up.
He is now. But did you see him a few moments ago?
Clive, I don't know how to thank you.
Eh, don't mention it. It's just part of the job description, saving the world and all that.
It's all right. We should find him a dry blanket, though. Wouldn't want the little monster catching a cold.
Also, there's no way people didn't see that from the mainland. Like, there's no way the Glamours kept that under wraps. To think that baby is older than me.
There. He's finally asleep.
The poor thing had a long day.
That makes two of us.
Shut up, Clive.
So, what happens now?
Now? Now, we make things right.
How?
By providing Walyas what he was denied. A place to learn and grow. A family to love and protect him. So that one day, when the wounds in his heart and mind have finally healed, he might decide for himself how he'd like to live the rest of his life.
Ah, back to the overarching theme of the game.
I'll stay by his side, come what may.
Then he's a lucky boy. And not only because he'll have the best warrior this side of the belt to teach him the battle axe.
She'll do her best.
Shula. The beast that threatened your home is tamed. The empire that threatened your people toppled. Might it not be time to cast off your ancestors' glamour and retake your place in the twins?
Perhaps. It's not as if we have the crystals to maintain the wall much longer.
Yeah, most of the crystals are probably
Are we
decayed, huh?
truly safe? Is the world truly ready to accept us for who we are and what we believe?
Probably not, but it's worth a
If I
shot.
remember rightly, you and yours still choose to remain hidden, do you not?
Well, that's for another reason, and it's not entirely the world's
Your
fault.
people will always be welcome in heaven, regardless.
As will yours in
It's
the
almost
hideaway.
it's mostly the big scary guy that wants to possess me
If there's
and,
anything
you know,
need from us,
destroy the world and kill everybody, you know.
do not hesitate to ask.
It's kind of you to offer. But we'll manage, just as we always have. Besides, I suspect you'll be needing everything at your disposal if you're going to save the world.
I fear much of it is past saving.
Yeah, there's always rebuilding.
The best we can do is strive to turn what's left into a world where we can all live as equals.
A noble endeavor. And there'll be a place in this world for us, will there? For Walyas.
Of course. Why wouldn't there be?
For everyone. I swear it.
And we shall be waiting. Until the tides bear you back to shore.
The Rising Tide complete. I don't know if that released first or second in the DLC order, but we did it first. And now it's time for Echoes of the Fallen, I think is the name.
Do you think he'll be alright?
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
Well, yes. Only time will tell. But I can certainly think of worse places to spend one's childhood. The Moats of Water are a fine people, and they will take good care of him.
Up by the Vare, Ultima spoke to me. He called Leviathan his most profaned fragment, and told me to redeem the sins that had laid him low.
Is that so? The sins of Walyas' ancestors were grave indeed. To force him to prime at so tender an age.
And to freeze him in time, that he might never know what it was to live.
Yet I doubt either of those crimes was the source of Ultima's displeasure. It was that the Icon's power had been put to another purpose than the one he intended. To him, Leviathan must have seemed an aberration.
Could that be why Ultima made no attempt to lead me to him?
Quite
The
possibly.
fear that this profaned fragment might corrupt his vessel somehow.
Well, if it does, good.
Perhaps. Or perhaps he simply deemed Leviathan surplus to requirements. having concluded that his vessel might be made to serve his purposes without the full sum of his power.
His purposes. There's no escaping them. Even here. Hidden away in the city of the blessing of the crystals proved nothing but a prison. Prison into which Wallius was born. And from which freedom is hard won. If the world doesn't change, if we don't change it, he'll end up suffering the same fate as every dominant who came before him.
Then we must change it.
That we must.
And we shall.
Alright. More side quests opened up. We'll do them next stream, because I do want to get a little bit into Rising, the Echoes of the Fallen. I got about 40-ish minutes. So, we can at least see the plot synopsis and maybe make our way to the first settlement or whatever's going on in here. Hey, Karen.
Still alive, are ya?
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem
Perturbed.
Don't know. How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Care to elaborate?
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
It's a
Some sort of
rock.
crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that color before.
It's very purple.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. They could be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pie, they crumble away to nothing.
Huh. Alright.
That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
Did that rock just shake? Yes, it is.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
That's not the rock shaking. That's an earthquake. What the hell? Oh, great. Another thing for the world to have, and breathing down its neck, probably. I'm imagining the earthquake is either something opening up or something, you know, coming out. Also, what is going on here? The Imperial Fringes. Well, this is where they're getting them.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you.
I can't imagine it's easy to stay calm in a situation like this. In the dark.
Who needs a lantern
Earthquake.
when you've got one of these?
Yeah.
All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
And the three of them were never heard from again.
Close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those
And he
who
dies.
run.
I really thought the ... was going to be the whatever that fucking noise was just killing him. What the fuck am I looking at? Hi? I can't help but notice, and maybe I'm drawing a parallel where there is no parallel, the logo of the DLC has the Omega symbol in it, and that kind of looks like the Omega design
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
from Final Fantasy XIV.
But then, I'd
Is
never
that
seen
Omega?
skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all changed.
Yeah, I know, 14 isn't canon to 15
Come to
or,
think of it,
or
the
16.
first anyone ever
Technically,
heard
I
of
mean,
it
there was a
was
crossover event, but
was
I'm
after
sure
you
they're
lot
not
came back
canon.
from the Dominion
But,
and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
I mean,
knows?
if Omega's just a base primal,
Could
it could just
that
be
with
another
Christ's
icon.
tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers.
Oh, I'm
With the
sorry.
price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion.
Plus, I doubt
If they didn't come
Ultima
from
is just gonna
Origin
let
or
people
any of the
waltz
other mother
in.
crystals, then. Does that mean?
That you missed one. Aye. That were my thinking any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
Oh,
I'll
wonderful.
speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you.
Appreciate
Get him
it.
to give it a once over, case it rings any bells.
Nice.
Right.
Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this too.
I mean,
Right
of
again.
course.
I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Echoes of the Fallen. Yep. Yep.
Joshua, we need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Yeah, if there's another Mother Crystal rolling about, killing Ultima isn't going to do anything except delay the Blight again.
That is troubling.
Because if there's another Mother Crystal, it's still
Not least
draining
because
the Land of
Undying
Ether.
made no mention of these dust crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
Alright, let's do this.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim, though they may be.
They might be a lot older than
We
the
know
mother
they
crystals.
first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima cast Primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Harpocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior?
Probably not.
I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Okay, I
Their
see
many
you.
achievements prior to their fall.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derive their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded arcane sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
Okay.
Meaning the land is being bled of ether as we speak, despite all our efforts to the contrary.
Well, I mean, easy enough to fix. We
Do you
just
remember
break
what
another.
Shiro told us?
We just break the next
Our
one.
ancestors had learned of a means to make mother crystals. and
Oh,
then
yeah, they
decided
did
to
mention
treat
that.
Ruby. Who else but the Fallen could have been responsible?
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you.
All right.
I will.
Sure.
Shall we then, brother?
No, of
Coming
course.
too. If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
Appreciate it.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
The squad gets to break one together. Yay! Port Isolde.
Mario, slow down! Not bloody likely!
Okay. There a problem?
Fuck me. They're fast on their feet.
What's going on here, I wonder?
You know, Clive, we could have taken them down and, like, questioned them.
Let's ask.
Like, it would have taken all of, like, 2 seconds and, like, half a modicum of effort. Well, I was originally going to continue, but that seems scary. That almost seems like we're going to get area locked and see a lot of cutscenes. So I think it's probably best if I wait till next stream to do that. Like, since I've only got like 20 minutes left anyway of time that I can do. As much as I hate to call it a little early, but, you know, I don't want to be stuck here watching cutscenes for 30 minutes and then be area locked and not be able to do more side questing off stream. So, as much as this wasn't originally my plan, we beat Leviathan, you know, mission accomplished, mission accomplished. We kicked some ass, we did good shit. Thanks everybody so much for watching, if you still are. I will be back, I don't know when I'm going to be solo back. I'm hoping that either I can get on tomorrow after work or on Sunday as a compensation for the missed Final Fantasy XIV stream. As for this, we'll probably be playing this at least twice next week and hopefully be finishing the game up. But, you know, we'll be back, you know, me as the group for a Pathfinder game should be back on Friday. We are missing a person, but we still plan on playing as far as I know. And then, while there won't be a Bloodlord session going up on Sunday, I think we're playing. If we don't end up playing one of the 2 days, I'll play this or Final Fantasy XIV in lieu of the Pathfinder game that I would normally be occupied with. But regardless, thanks everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed and want to catch more streams, the easiest way to do so would be to hit the buttons on your platforms. You know the deal. Follow on Twitch, where we just hit the 75 follower milestone. You know, it occurs to me that I got affiliate in 6 months, and it's taken me literally almost triple that to get 25 more. But, you know, big deal, not a huge deal. I haven't been streaming nearly as much or nearly for as often, which sucks, but, you know, that's how life is. Or subscribe and the bell on YouTube so you get notified for when we, or I, personally go live. There's also the Discord where I post my weekly schedules, although my work schedule is so chaotic sometimes. Sometimes I can't always work those schedules in, but at least they give you a semblance of when I might be live. And also, Restream sends out notifications so you can, to that Discord, so you know when, so you get alerts as well. But regardless, I'm drawing a blank. Hopefully, everybody has a good night and enjoyed, and hopefully, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.